unmute. Well, so then they didn't
Thank
miss
you
all the
guys.
mess
That
What
was
were you here
their
for?
sound now. I fixed it.
Awesome.
Let me know.
You think we'd know better after, a year of streaming,
I
but
know,
that's
right?
not the case. Not even a little bit.
We have Avi. Which way do I point? And me just talking and talking with no sound.
I still, when Pete and I stream, I'm like, what side do I have to stand on your character so that it's on my side?
Hey, Moxie and Treyland. And Treyland goes, and the shenanigans start.
With champagne.
Yes. Thank you
It's
so much for the
celebration.
follow, Raw Chicken Baguette. That's an awesome name.
Raw chicken baguette.
I think I pronounced that correctly.
That's miraculous. That's like right up there with Eskimo no Phono.
Oh my god.
A fun one to say. Raw chicken baguette.
Yes.
Don't eat it. It will make you sick.
Okay, guys. So first off, if you're on PC NA, because that's where I have all my crowns, you can join this giveaway that I'm starting now if you do !crates. And so just, the bot's telling you, this is my first time doing a giveaway, so I'm learning the things as we go.
Ooh, that's really cool. You must teach me how to do this later.
Okay, I totally will, because this chat bot is like freaking amazing, and I see everybody popping up in here, so it looks like it's gonna work. So,
Yes.
let's jump straight into it. So, I started streaming, so before I even started streaming, I had decided I wanted to do YouTube Let's Plays, because I thought that was a good idea for a reason. I really liked watching like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and like that's just what I did in a lot of my spare time. And so once my son got old enough to where I could like do stuff after he goes to bed, I was like, you know what? I have a PlayStation and it has a capture video button. I'm going to do this. And I didn't have a camera, so my first ever YouTube video was actually so things might start jumping around. So this was my first ever YouTube video. And it was Spider-Man for PS4. And I'm hitting all the wrong buttons over here, so I can't see what you guys are saying. There we go.
And so Pixie is going to tell me when to start the video so that we're not delaying with me watching it, and just to give you guys a heads up. So this is the first time ever, so if we screw it up, you're welcome.
And so I'm going to make this bigger. So, okay, so I do want you guys to listen really close at the very beginning, because you can tell how nervous I am, because right before I say, hi everybody, I go, and it's just so, it cracks me up. I don't know if you guys are going to find it as funny as I am, but I still laugh at it. And also note the black bars on the side that until later I had no idea how to remove. So I was just like, screw it, I'm posting it.
It's the biggest thing. It's just doing it, getting started, posting it.
Because I told myself, I was like, I am going to do this on release night, but it was midnight and I was still editing.
Well, like the hardest thing is just doing it. Like, don't make it perfect. Just get it out there. That's how you start.
Perfection comes later. I mean, you just saw, I just started the damn stream and talked for like 2 minutes straight with everything muted, so it's fine. They'll laugh at you, or with you.
With you, hopefully.
Hey, Lego! You're a fucking rock, too.
You're a rock. Damn rocks.
Okay, so here we go. And my own voice makes me cringe, so.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hyperpixie, and
I don't think she gave me a countdown.
Oh shit, hold on.
And I've been waiting for this.
I knew I was
I even told her beforehand. I was like, you got to give me a countdown.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, push the button.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hyperpixie, and this is Spider-Man for PlayStation.
I didn't even hear
4,
it.
and I've been waiting for
You
this
didn't
game
hear
for a really long time. The last time I played a Spider-Man game was actually Spider-Man 2, which is the best one.
I've gone back and done it 3
so I'm
times.
gonna
I
play
just hear
this
you.
on
What's up,
normal
everybody?
for right
I'm
now.
Hyperpixie.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we
like
can, like,
really
bump it up a
short,
little
and
bit
like
later if it's
later
too
on
easy,
I noticed
but
it was just
I
a
would
thing
like to
that I
get through the
always
story
did, so
without
I would
dying
like
too
cut it
much.
off.
So,
But you
let's
can
see
hear
how
like the
this goes.
shitty mic quality. I was using like a super cheap Turtle Beach headset that I got for like $30.
Pylon says the audio for the video is really quiet.
Oh, okay. I will crank that up. It's quiet to me too because I had a shit mic, so that was part of the problem. So I'm gonna skip into like 1440 because I was silent during these cutscenes, I think, except for occasional little commentary because I didn't want to ruin it for everybody else.
It takes practice to talk
At least my suit will look
through
nice afterwards.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard. And we're chatty. We're really chatty, and we're like,
You're so cute when they're oblivious.
All right, so you at 1440 now?
I love this guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just
this
not gonna-
entire Let's Play was me just like going on and on and on about how much I love Spider-Man.
So I watched this clip because
shit.
you told me to check it out too, and I was like, Spider-Man's kind of hot in this video game, and I feel kind of weird for thinking that.
I am so glad I'm not the only one who thought that.
I was like, that ass, oh my, and then okay, like those shoulders, and how am I watching this? I guess it's the first time I've actually ever felt that about like the male character you're playing. That's always the thing that guys are looking at the female butts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's like, I wouldn't mind looking at that butt.
He looks good in that suit. The butt looks nice in the suit. I had a good time playing that game. So Huntaro agrees with us that Spider-Man is very hot in that game. So
He's really hot in that game.
So now so I never saved my first stream because apparently I didn't think I was going to be looking back at this. So this is the one, do you know which one I'm on now, Avi?
Number 2.
Yes. So note that I had no camera still, and I was using a picture of Spyro. Had the chat here because I also I was like sitting in the middle of my floor doing this.
Do you have the photo of you like sitting in how your setup used to be that you're going to share?
Oh, yes, I do somewhere. I forgot to get that one.
That's like my favorite thing is to see how her setup has changed because you guys can see it now. She's got like this awesome mic on the side, the drums behind her, like it looks really slick. And before...
It's so bad. I'll have to dig those up. Hold on, let me see if I have them really quick, and then I can send them to myself.
Yeah, Huntaro, it was a bit derpy.
It was bad. Oh yeah, it was awful. But here, I'll find those pictures in a bit. But
okay.
This was me. I was much ragier back then because it was before I just pugged it all the time, and that's like all I did because I didn't have any friends who were playing with me actively at this point. And
yeah.
You could see it's all Jay talking to me. It says 4 viewers. That was because 3 of my friends, I begged them to have my stream up so that way I wouldn't have no viewers.
I don't blame you. I've done the same thing. And don't forget to give me a countdown this time.
Okay, ready. Let me get it all the way to the beginning. 3, 2, 1, push the button.
If a tank was dumb,
oh, it's so quiet.
Because they have to wait way longer.
I was also whispering because I didn't
You were whispering.
any kind of like feedback, so I had no idea how loud I was talking.
So if
let me turn you up all the way.
And decided to queue as a DPS.
I'm using desktop volume. It's just that quiet because
I have you turned up all the way and I can't hear you.
Running DPS just for the stuff.
You hear
so you learned.
At the end whenever I get just like really ragey.
Yes, and they queued.
Oh, Pylon says you turned me up, but nothing else.
Oh my god.
So you're just coming through desktop audio, so it should be picking this up too.
Well,
it's just that I'm that quiet.
This is
so you can see how hopefully you guys can like hear this mic now and understand like, but this is more of a visual thing, and you'll hear increase in mic quality as we go along because I learned how to talk actually loud enough for people to hear. Wild Pete in the background of Avi's cam. So
it's a white t-shirt and basketball shorts kind of day.
Here, like this person said, Flint, are you a DPS or a tank? And this guy goes, I'm a DPS. And he queued as a tank. And we died and died and died and died. And I was so mad.
That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of on ESO is that people can do that. Because that screws up other players.
Nobody is. Sometimes it's fine. Because sometimes it's like, okay, this content is so easy that we can do it with 3 DPS. And we'll actually burn through it really fast.
Well, then maybe like certain content should be locked for that. I don't know.
Thank you so much for the host lore seekers. I really appreciate it, guys. And they're gonna be hopping on here with me at about 9, and we're gonna be doing those dungeons that made me almost lose my damn mind.
She's not nervous at all.
Well, it's Moongrave Fane, and I've heard that one's harder.
It'll be fun. Basically, like, so I'm hoping that she beats her 69 death counter.
Huntaro, that was not my Vamp Healer. That was actually the same Templar build with just minor tweaks that I'm running here. Actually, well, this is my Necro, but I actually stayed with that same Templar from PS4 to PC pretty much. I just remade her.
Which one of your healers is a vampire now?
Oh, she used to be a vampire back on Xbox. My second healer that I ever made was a vampire, and that was stupid.
I'm really loud. I tried to move my microphone away.
There we go.
Okay.
That should be better. That was on me. I was moving stuff around.
I'll make sure not to talk when you're playing the Whisper Twitch.
Okay. Thank you so much for the host, Pylon.
And thank you for the feedback, for letting us know about the audio. That's a huge help.
Yeah, you guys are fantastic. Thank you. So this one is actually whenever Avi and I, like, we had started talking before this, but then this is whenever we started, like, collaborating on stuff after this. So I'm still on PS4. Wait. We didn't actually do anything until I switched to PC. But this was when they raided me for the very first time. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this was your first time doing a raid, right?
I think so.
I think that's what you told me.
So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
None of us knew what we were doing. So this, you can see I suddenly have a very shitty camera. This is the PS4 camera because I'm still, like, I don't have a capture card.
You have the weird shadows in the background.
Dude, okay. Do you know why there's weird shadows in the background?
Because you have a good light.
I had to... Thank you so much for the host, UESP, which is also Pylon. You guys should totally check
I'm not hosting
out.
you. I need to host you. What am I thinking? Let me...
So, the thing is with this, I had two, like, table lamps, like, with lampshades. I took the lampshades off to where it's just naked bulbs, because that was the only way I could get it bright enough to where you could see my face. I had one on one side of the TV and one on the other side of the TV. And then, like, I used to stream. Thanks for the host, Abby. I didn't want to, like, sit on my couch anymore because I didn't have any clips of me on the couch. But I used to just sit on the couch and play. And it was really hard to, like, see chat or anything from that distance. So every single time I would stream, I would move this big ass table by myself, move this big TV by myself, or it was big for me, it's like small for other people, but it was heavy, and then like move all these lamps and these surge protectors to where they could reach the lamps, and move my PS4 to where it could reach the TV. It was just like this whole just nonsense of shit that I had to do to stream anything. And
so Pixie, you need to make the screen not expanded when you're talking about this, because they can't see you because your face covers up your face.
Okay.
Because it's Twitch. So where your face is where your face was.
Good point. I didn't even think about that. So let's try to make this bigger. Come on, give me the little there. Okay, so
and just remember, you guys, she is doing giveaways. You do type !crates to enter.
And that is for PC NA. I have no way of getting it to you if you're anywhere else, unfortunately. I can work on that in the future. And everybody's laughing at the lights.
Air bad.
Ammunition Kitten and Digital Pack Rat. Okay, so I'm gonna push the button. Ready? 3, 2, 1, push.
Hopefully somebody comes by fast, because I just want to go ahead and fix that.
I'm also very sick in this.
Hey guys!
This is me realizing, like, I see
Thank
Icarus
you for the raid. Hey, Abby!
I also can't talk.
How's it going, everybody? Wait on more people.
I remember because you suddenly went like,
world boss so that I don't immediately die. It's great to see you guys.
I'm sick as shit in this
How's
video.
everybody doing?
You can hear it a little bit in my voice.
Well, now that you're here, I kind of want to just jump into another dungeon so that way you guys aren't watching boring stuff. Let me see. Do I have my inventory pretty much cleared out?
Yeah, we're good. Like a few days before.
I'll just do another random. I'll do it on that too, just to see how it goes.
I was like, I'm gonna look super official with this chair, and I had just gotten this headset too, so I'm like, I'm gonna look so cool.
Compared the game to trash cans. Compared this game to trash cans, or Final Fantasy to trash cans.
I don't remember the trash can thing. It was funny. I remember it was funny.
There were times I compared this game to trash cans too, depending on how glitchy it wants to get. Oh yeah?
Like 16, I had never
yes, this is the PS4 stream. I'm going to get a capture card soon. I just have to make sure that my little laptop over here.
But also, I am going to comment, because Hantaro says you don't even look the same. That's because I helped Pixie learn how to style her curly hair after this.
built-in streaming here soon.
Some girl-to-girl bonding happened.
Get, like, the little overlays and
she
stuff.
saved my hair. I'll have to go to my Instagram and
that'll
show
be
you guys
awesome.
what my
I'm super looking forward to that.
I was thinking they look like mouse ear shadows too, Treyland.
Bonus.
So you can hear kind of how fast I'm talking here. If it's loud
I have a
enough
friend
for
to
you guys
help.
hear it.
Do you want to see if we can beat it, just me and you? I don't think we can, but we're going to try it anyway, I guess. If you're brave, never mind. I'm going in the dungeon, so we're not even going to try.
Well, so the other thing is, so this was right before, again, like we said, that she and I kind of met. And so if you guys were there for our podcast last night, if you're not, it's okay, it doesn't matter. We do something called Community Roundup, where we give like a shout out to someone in the community, streamer, whatever. Oh, we also have people call in, and it ends up like 1 year ago, that podcast ago, Pixie called in to shout out her streaming before she streamed for the first time. She was so nervous.
Thanks so much for the resub, Pack Rat. And yeah, I was texting. So I have this friend named Dalton who was actually, so those 4 viewers that we saw in the first clip, like he was one of those people just sitting on my stream to make sure I didn't like have no viewers that entire night. And Dalton was like, oh, you need to check out this. He had just gotten me Final Fantasy XIV for PlayStation. He's like, you need to check out this podcast. They're freaking amazing. They're a husband and wife couple, so you'll definitely be able to relate to them because you've been in a relationship forever now. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I like totally fell in love with Avi and Pete's podcast. And then he's like, you know, they do a community roundup, and I know you're wanting to make content, and you should totally call in. I'm like, I'm going to projectile vomit if I have to be on a podcast.
I seriously feel like I was talking her down. I was like, okay, and what else, Pixie? And then KK just shared, actually, she drew us one of our first emoji, like emotes, which is me bashing Pete over the head, trying to teach him lore through osmosis, very forceful osmosis. Actually, KK, we both have champagne because we're celebrating an anniversary. Streamiversary.
Yes. And I only poured, I don't know how much, if it's like a wine thing, so I'm just kind of playing it by how I feel. So if I finish this and I'm still not tipsy, I'm going to get more.
It's like wine. Mine says 11%.
The audio fixed. Yay! So,
maybe it was just her old crappy videos.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay, so now you're going to see a drastic increase in quality. So this is after I moved to PC.
I think this is the first time we streamed together for Greenleaf Gaming.
Yeah, so like Avi isn't on stream. Like you can hear her, but you can't see her. Let me...
Because my PC couldn't handle it yet. I upgraded my PC as well, and that allows us to do this.
Yeah. And like we hadn't even thought of the idea yet, because we thought of the idea after I was on the Lore Seekers podcast. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to turn this up some. So Avi might start clipping, but you'll be able to hear the video better.
I'll whisper like this. It's okay.
Okay, so this is the Avi giving me a heart attack clip, which is still one of my favorite clips of all time.
Which is my favorite.
And so you can kind of see this brown desk in the background over here, and I was sitting at that desk. It was before I got my own desk. My boyfriend and I were just sharing, and that did not work out very well. So push the button in 3, 2, 1, push.
I want you to go get that treasure chest.
What treasure chest? Oh, okay. I was also slightly intoxicated.
Don't die, guys.
Motherfucker!
So what you do here is you run to your tank.
It's really ugly.
Always I don't like it.
And Pete's laughing. His character's just laughing. Oh, I still love that. Oh my fucking god!
Holy shit, motherfucker! Then I just proceed to have a spaz attack. I don't like it. It's ugly.
That was like me with you last night. You're playing the spider person. I'm like, I don't like you. You're scary.
You kept running away from me.
I know. You look like a spider with an axe.
So, like, in the background of that, like, you just see... So, I'm in a really old house, and it doesn't have, like, wiring, like, through the ceiling for fans, so it has, like, this ugly chain in the background, and that was actually until really recently, until I got this desk. So now, here is my most recent, like,
pretty background clip. Now. Looks all professional.
I try. It's kind of a mess on Baker's desk, but I didn't want to clean it.
All you see is a mouse and a mouse pad.
Okay,
so don't feel... You're good.
My chair covers up the rest. So let's... Oh, I'm not talking to you, Google. You can go away. So, alright, so this one, and Pylon actually clipped this one for me, so this should look really familiar to him, and this is right after I got my kitten, and the kitten decided that he just hates my guts. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to push it in 3, 2, 1, push! Oh, I need to turn up the sound.
Confused.
So, this is on Vet. Lego was in there with me.
Oh, God.
He's biting my shit. No, don't do this to me.
Roz, not right now, Roz.
He just hugged my face.
I remember this snap too.
Oh, wow, I just saw that.
He comes back for more. I'm dying. What's wrong? out of me, but it hurt really, really, really bad.
It looked like it hurt really bad. You're like.
You can't really tell us whenever he's on my chin. He's not just like holding me gently in his mouth. He's chewing on my chin.
You can tell. I'm trying to talk quiet. You can tell. He's like. Arr, arr, arr.
You can talk normal now. I turned it down a little bit.
Okay, I didn't want to hurt anybody's ears.
So this last video, I like debated even showing because, so it's at the end of Spider-Man. So this is back, super shit setup, so you guys might not even be able to hear it. I start crying.
Did I mention that I almost started crying when I started rewatching this? So
I might start crying again because, okay, spoiler alert for anybody who has not who's not played Spider-Man and wants to, earmuffs, because I'm about to ruin the entire ending of the main game for you. They killed Aunt May because they are bastards and they want to hurt your heart. So,
which means it's a story I would like.
Oh my god, the story was, like, I was not expecting a deep story out of a freaking superhero game, of all things. Like, Avi, you have a PlayStation, you've got to play it. Like, super fluid
with all my
controls.
free time.
Yeah, eventually. Hey, school will end at some point. I'm actually going to go back and play this game here soon, because I'm, like, watching this clip, I was like, I need to play this again.
I need to cry again. So what's our timestamp that we're starting at?
Let me look. So I'm starting at 21:22.
21. I got 20.
And I'm gonna have to crank up the volume because, again, this is back before I understood how mics work, apparently. So
I'll be quiet.
Okay, so you ready? 3,
yes.
2, 1, go. So I'm silently sobbing right now that you guys can't hear. That's him sobbing. I think. Can you hear it? I'm listening.
Wow.
My voice just is totally breaking.
Oh.
Wow. That was a lot deeper than I thought this game was gonna go whenever I started playing. I thought it was just gonna be a superhero action adventure game just like all the others. Their storyline's pretty shallow, just lots of action and ass kicking.
Can you hear how stuffed her nose is?
Like that's from crying. Like, I don't think I was sick this time. They take you to her fucking funeral, and I'm just like, oh no, this is whenever they're giving everybody the anti-venom thing. The cure for everything.
So she didn't do the lead up to this. So, like,
really amazing game.
Spider-Man like had to decide between saving everybody or saving Aunt M, and so it was like super.
Yeah, and he like goes to plug it into her IV, and then he's like, "No, I can't," and puts it down. It's like, oh my god, Aunt May!
It was super emotional.
My shit, it was bad. I was having a hard time.
It was, yeah. I get it, though. Dude, even just Final Fantasy XIV, Pete and I were redoing the story, and I was, like, watching through this one part so I could recap it all, and I, like, was like, don't cry, you know what's gonna happen. I'm still, like, I still get you.
Well, the bad thing was, so I had played that, and I had kept it quiet, because I wanted Baker, who was planning to play it, to experience it the same way I did. And so I told him, I was like, listen, this game made me cry. I just want you to brace yourself. And, sorry, I just read what Hantaro said. He said, Pixie, you sounded like you just got out of a giant fight with someone and it sounded harsh.
Yeah, Aunt May. She killed her.
Thanks so much for the follow, Zaffer 25th. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the show. So, oh, I need to fix you before you start clipping again. There we go. You're all better. Because that's all the clips I have for right now.
Did you find those photos to show of your
photos? That's what I was gonna do.
It's pretty damn funny. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Zapper. Let me see. What's the best way to do this?
And remember, you guys, exclamation point crates, and you have a chance to win some ESO crates. She's giving away 5
for PCNA because I don't have any other way.
I keep wanting to point this way because on my screen you're this way, but you're this way.
See, I point in the right direction, and it actually works for me. So I'm trying.
I'm flipped. My door is actually to my left in real life, but it looks like it's on my right.
That should help. As long as I don't accidentally show my real name. we should be good to go. So this is...
Wait, your real name isn't Hyperpixie?
Maybe it is. You'll never know.
Friendship over. I don't know you.
So let's open the image in a new tab. Okay, I don't see any kind of... So this is how I looked. This is the setup. It was me against the wall. That's my son's clothes and block in the background that you couldn't see in the camera. But I was just a hot mess. My boyfriend was taking this picture because he thought I looked like a hot mess.
I love that your keyboard is on your lap.
I couldn't, so that was actually attached to, like, that keyboard was for my PlayStation, and then I had my laptop here because I finally got the chat off the screen. The arm shadow is gold. I get really awkward for pictures, guys. I really hate pictures taken of myself.
You're getting better at that too, though.
Yes, I'm trying. I've been working really hard. So let me see if I go to Google Photos. So Google Photos, the cool thing about them is they have like really good like search things. So maybe if I search for TV, I could find my old PC setup. Maybe. It was...
But I
yes!
just, like...
I found it.
Oh, you found it? Oh,
yes. Good. Okay. So...
So she gets to laugh. I got a delay. I don't get to see it till you guys see it.
I didn't have a desk.
Was this before the chair? Is that picture where you're on like on the ground?
No, actually I did not stream from this setup. So like
Oh
nobody
yes, the
has
little
seen
baby
it.
Do you remember that? I was like, I remember you said, I was like, oh, well, you've got some speakers.
Yeah. Those are still in my
And, like,
room.
a
We
weird
don't know what
Captain
the fuck to do
America
with them.
looking table on the side.
That's actually the drum throne that we use now, because my boyfriend's really tall, so whenever I play drums, I can't reach the damn pedals, but he can. But this was the day I got my PC. I didn't have a desk. I got the desk a few days later. But
Yeah.
that
She
was
so excited. I was like, cool. What am I looking at?
But there was
It's impressive.
yeah.
The PC actually is. The setup so is not.
Yeah. I was just
Like,
like, I
you
have to
should
play PC.
Instagram an updated of your setup, like a before
I
and
do.
after.
So I'm
Like,
going to
put 'em together.
Instagram right now to see if I can pull. Oh, I should do it before and after.
Thank you, James Stein. We're really excited for her.
Hey, James Stein. Sorry, I don't have chat pulled up at the moment because I'm trying to find pictures.
That's what I'm here for.
You are awesome.
My brother's name is Jameson, actually, and so I saw that and you made me think of my little brother.
I'm trying to find the most recent picture I have of my setup now.
By the
Which I
way,
think
I really
is-
love that I'm just like getting to guest and I have no stress. I ain't gotta set shit up. I don't have to click on anything really. I just get to just be here. It's so much easier.
Oh, it's gonna make it small. I want to make it big. Apparently, I can't like open it in a new tab. So actually, I have like this boom arm now. I got rid of this boom arm that you're about to see. So this mic obviously is not in the same place, but it went from that picture that I just showed you guys to this now, or close to this. I do have like it attached to my desk now, so it's out of the way. But so I would say it's a little bit of an improvement.
Yeah, but that picture still looked cool. That's,
Oh yeah, there was lots of purple.
There are lots of purple in that. Purple and red are her colors, if you guys haven't noticed.
Those are my favorites.
This way.
So Avi.
Time to go?
I was about to say, I think it's time to go get my ass kicked. Repeatedly.
Have fun. Thank you for having me on and congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much for coming. I had so much fun.
Yeah, we've been friends for almost a year now.
I know, it's crazy. Actually, I talked to you a little bit before I started streaming, but we became really good friends after the stream stuff
Well,
started.
then you were just someone I talked to. There's
Yeah.
a difference between someone I've talked to and then someone who's like, she's my friend. I
Right.
think I talked to you more than I talked to my husband.
I'm pretty sure I talked to you more than I talked to Baker.
All right, sweetie. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to end the call, so get ready to get your video up.